Hey guys, I felt inspired to come talk to you about some of what I've learned about gratitude and appreciation and what's actually so magical about it. Why is it so recommended? Why is it recommended by every religion that we be thankful? And most traditions or even forms of philosophy end up bringing up the power and the magic and the importance of gratitude, thankfulness, appreciation, right? So, here are at least a few things that I've learned and that I love about this tool, this force, this practice, this habit, this way of focusing, right? Oh, it's so good. And I've learned a lot of even specific gratitude practices that I use almost in a strange, weird way to take care of my feelings, take care of my focus, take care of my vibe. And I use gratitude on purpose every day because I'm so convinced that it's so amazing and potent and has such an influence in how we feel and even what we experience in our days and what versions of people we rendezvous with, people we love, or what people we meet. All of it can be related to that gratitude. So, some of what I can love and see in something like a gratitude practice, which can be just thinking about something we're thankful for, or bringing gratitude to an aspect or a topic or a relationship. And some would say even that anything that's not going great in our life could be because we don't have enough gratitude going on, right? How cool is that? So here's some of what I've learned. So you can already start to see that when we think about, talk about, write about, and writing is extra magical for us as humans. One of the ways we can really tap into our power and shift things, focus even more powerfully than if we just think about something. So when we think about, talk about, write about what we're thankful for, some of what we're doing is obviously, yes, we're starting to get a hold of our attention and our focus, which means it's starting to become a form of meditation. And we're choosing to focus in a certain way, right? So we're getting to redirect that mind, put that focus, that energy towards maybe we could see a more positive aspect of something. So when we start to think about something we're thankful for, we're shifting our focus. We're really getting a chance to shift the momentum of the mind, right? And we now know, most of us, this is kind of a popular psychology idea that most people know now, that often how we're feeling is directly related to what we're thinking about, right? So if you're feeling bad in the moment, it's probably related to what you just were thinking about, right? And how you are focusing or have been focusing. So that's another beautiful thing, which could be another video, is we could start to see that our feelings are guidance as to what we're thinking about, what we're focusing on, how we're focusing, and could be kind of a wake-up call even to look anew, choose again, and use something like gratitude. Because when we start to put that gratitude into that topic, that thought, that focus, right, it's shifting us to focus in a way that just feels better for various reasons, right? One of the reasons is obviously it just feels better to get into gratitude and thankfulness because it is more of a heartful approach, right? Maybe you could also see an even more spiritual approach. And that's one of the magical elements that I've heard. If you are into spirituality, if you like an idea of God or spirit or the angels or your spirit guides or your higher self or your intuition, right? Whatever you call it, that we can see that that aspect of us or life is usually in gratitude, right? So that's one of the connecting elements of gratitude and appreciation, is that when we start to see something from that place of gratitude, that it's reconnecting us spiritually with that aspect of ourself, our life. And that's part of why it feels better, because now we're thinking, focusing, experiencing life more like that side of us that we could see. That's alignment, right? So we're like, oh, like, so you can see your spirit within is like, Yes, you're right. That's how I'm looking at things, from that lens of gratitude. So when we get into gratitude, it reconnects us spiritually with that aspect of ourself, that aspect of life, and that's part of why it feels better too, because it helps us focus in the same direction as that aspect of us. It also definitely changes our vibration, right? It's all energy. And again, how you feel tells you about what energy you're in. So you'll always notice gratitude is like magic. It's a huge mood moderator. I use it a lot to shift my mood, get my mood more where I want it, to lift my mood. And that's part of why I use it every day, making things like lists of things I'm thankful about, because I'll always notice. And you'll notice too that as you start to get into gratitude, just again, thinking about, feeling about, focusing on what you're thankful for in life or within a situation, even within a relationship, or even with yourself, right? It's shifting your focus, it's shifting how you feel, it's lifting how you feel. So it's a vibrational tool, 100% changing your vibe every time you use gratitude. It's so cool. So it's always a way to lift how we feel, to shift how we feel, to reconnect our perspective and our focus, right? So we're in that more spiritual approach, we might say, or just a more empowered approach. And then, yeah, if you're into law of attraction and the idea that you're attracting things from the energy that you're in, from how you're focusing, that you can see that the more you're in gratitude, you're going to attract more of what you do want, right? The more that you're feeling good, the more you're going to attract more things that feel good. So that gratitude is reconnecting us spiritually, really helping us shift the momentum of our mind and focus, really helping us take care of our feelings and mood, right? Shift those things, improve those things, and then totally changing what we're going to experience and attract and vibe up with, and what versions of people we're going to vibe up with, what sorts of things are going to happen in our day, right? So those are just some of the things that come to mind about the power of gratitude, why we want to use it, and why it's talked about in every single religion, most traditions, most philosophies, as key and maybe one of the most important things that we can bring to life, right? So that's my little gratitude rant, and I hope that's helpful for you guys. Sending you so much love out there. Namaste.